Welcome to Simply Fun's online school of playology. Today, we're going to Hollywood to play The Real Script, where you'll create your own screenplay by bidding on lines for a movie, forming them into scripts, and then pitching them to other players in hopes of being voted the best real script. The Real Script can be played with 3 to 5 players and is best for ages 8 and up. In each game box of The Real Script, you'll find one reel board containing the game's scoring track, along with spaces for the script line tickets. You'll also find 5 colorful movie reels. Players use these to mark their scores on the reel board. There are 100 bidding tokens, which are used to bid for script line tickets. And there are 5 voting tokens. These are used to vote for the best script. In addition, 5 bidding boards provide spaces for players to make their bid and voting sections. And 5 screens allow players to hide those bids and voting selections. Finally, you'll find 270 script line tickets. There are 45 tickets in each of 6 categories: adventure, detective, history, drama, action, and family. The Real Script allows players to develop imaginative storylines, just as if they were pitching a script to a studio. Focus on plot lines, continuity, and overall fun and interest of the story are key to success in the game. Building the storyline allows players to access their creative spirit, while the bidding for story elements draws on their critical thinking and probability assessment skills. To set up the game, each player selects a screen, a bidding board, and a movie reel in the same color. Players receive 20 bidding tokens and 1 voting token each. Next, the reel board is placed in the middle of the play area, and players put all their movie reels on the starting space. Finally, one player shuffles all 270 script line tickets from all 6 categories together. We recommend splitting the tickets into smaller piles for actual shuffling. To start the game, randomly place 8 tickets face up on the board in the ticket spaces. These script line tickets are what the players begin to bid on with their 20 bidding tokens. Each game develops 2 screenplays, and for each screenplay, there are 2 rounds of bidding. At the start of each round, players are dealt 5 starting tickets to use on their screenplay. Once everyone has reviewed their starting tickets and looked at the tickets on the board, players then make bids by placing as many bidding tokens as they think it will take to win the bid on the numbered ticket spaces for the tickets they want, in which all players bid secretly at the same time behind their screens for the tickets they want to use to write a script. Players make bids by placing as many bidding tokens as they think it will take to win the bid on the numbered ticket spaces. For example, Brian may bid 1 token for number 1, 3 tokens for number 3, and 4 tokens for number 5, while Alvin bids 2 tokens for number 3 and 3 tokens each for number 4 and number 7. After all bids have been placed, players remove their screens to reveal their bids. Whoever is the highest bidder for each ticket collects that ticket and pays their tokens. Any remaining tickets are removed from the board, and players get to keep their non-winning bid tokens for the following round. Next, the spaces on the board are refilled with tickets, and the second round of bidding happens. Now, the creative process really begins. All players retreat behind their screens and write their scripts with the lines they've collected for the 2 bidding rounds. Up to 10 tickets can be used in each script, but each line can only be used once. Players do not need to use all their tickets. Next comes the pitch. Players take turns pitching, or reading, their scripts out loud to find out whose is the best. Players may add up to 2 words before or after each script line, and also change grammatical tense to improve the flow of the pitch. After everyone has pitched their scripts, players vote for the best writer by secretly, behind their screens, placing voting tokens on the movie reel space of the player they think had the best script for that screenplay. Once all players have voted, they remove their screens to reveal their choices, and the player with the most votes wins best script for that screenplay. Note, you can't vote for yourself. To score the game, all players total their scores and move their movie reels along the scoring track by the number of spaces equal to their score for that screenplay. Points are awarded according to the tickets used, like selecting all the same color category or using one of each color category, as well as for both winning and voting for the best script during a round. Examples of various scoring scenarios can be found in the instruction book. After scoring is complete, players put all script line tickets into a discard pile, and the second round of bidding, pitching, voting, and scoring begins. Players collect all 20 of their bidding tokens and are dealt 5 new script line tickets. The game ends after the second round of scoring for screenplay number 2 is complete. The player with the most points after 2 screenplays wins the game. So put on your creative writing hats and then your best formal wear and get ready for your award-winning turn on the red carpet with The Real Script.